Alrighty, YouTube. We're summoning Sakura. Let's go. First multi, because I would love to save my money. I'd love to save my money. So please. Oh my god. Okay. Come on, game. I think we have 3 multis. I would love to save my money. I would really love to save my money. So if you don't mind, please give me a gold. Oh my god. This game is fake. Nikke, I would really love to save my money. So please. Yes, please. What is she? Tetra, right? Don't give me nothing but Tetra. Please, please, please. 2 in 1. I'll save it. Come on. Chat, let me end it here. I will spend to pity Rosanna if I have to. Come on, Tetra, please, Tetra, Tetra, Tetra. Please, 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 please. Please, please. Yes, yes, yes! Oh, sorry, Mom. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god, I get to save my money. Nikke, you're not getting $1 from me. Stupid ass. You're not getting $1 from me. Is you stupid? We ain't spending no money. I'm done with that matter. We got 1 more to go. Job not finished, y'all. We got 1 more to go. We got 1 more to go. Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so. We got 1 more to go. I do not want to spend on Nikke no more. We got 1 more to go. Let's build her up and get ready. All right, let's take a look at her kit at 555. The percentage is basically 200%, which is still very good. Attack damage buff is 12%. Okay. Duration. We know what duration means. What is this? Numbers of targeted for the disease. Okay, so it just increases the numbers then, right? Yo, let's try her. Let's try her. We'll read her kit as we go along. Let's go and build a team. Let's try. I already have an idea for a team. Let's go fight mobs, and then we'll go fight train. Alrighty, y'all. We're here. Let's see if this team is good. Yo, there's a title called Scarlet, My Lord. That's wild. We're gonna have to pick that up. All right, let's try Sakura. Let's see if she's good or not. Chat, I know I'm black, but please, I'm here. Last time in the comments, y'all said all you see is headphones. I'm here, obviously. Let's see. Okay. Burst skill is not really all that crazy with this team, obviously. Burst skill generation. Let me see. 3.2 million? Okay. I expect her to do damage, but... Oh, right. Remember, chat, 1 enemy is getting hit right now with the... So I don't think it would be a buff on her, or I don't think it would be something on her. But this effect is happening right now for 15 seconds. When we enter the burst skill, everybody should get this. Hold on, let's see. Okay, wait. It's a good burst skill. Hold on. So right now she's at 3.9. So everybody's just taking damage. Yo, wait. Oh no, everybody who had it was taking damage. Ooh, yeah, she... Hold on. Yeah, she might be good against boss and mobs. Like, she might be really... Because we don't have her team. We don't have her with Rosanna and them. We don't have her with Rosanna and them. But against a boatload of mobs... Wait. Okay, so right now, it's obviously Scarlet just dominated there. Scarlet dominated there. But I'm not able to see what we have on and don't have on because these are effects that are going off on the enemy. Like full glory would... Oh, it's here, I guess. If full... Okay, so this attack buff means that everything is happening. When we have this full glory attack damage buff, that means all these enemies are also taking damage. That's what that means. All right, so if we take a look now, bop. If we take a look at this character, 31 million. Full glory is not here, meaning we don't have this activated, right? We don't have this activated, but Sakura Petals, is it on? It's on 1 enemy. And this is where fighting... Okay. So this is where fighting the enemy with parts would be very useful. because fighting enemy with parts would increase the duration heavenly, right? But if we were to use it now, if we look at her, she probably has full glory somewhere right here, right? And then if we were to destroy a part, it would increase the duration. So that's where this character, you want her to fight bosses. Increasing the, or defeating enemies with parts is how you would get the full usage of this character, obviously, right? But you're not going to see the full usage of this character unless you have the enemy parts to increase the duration of these things. Her damage output is going to be very good though, right? Because you see these enemies are taking damage. Sustained damage is literally damage over time, and it's quite crazy, right? She's doing 100k every 1 second for 10 seconds to one enemy. Imagine if there was 10 enemies. That's a lot of damage. Oh, I clicked off. But we have to try this character when there's enemies with parts. So let's go fight the train, because I have that open. I don't know what's out today on the like interception, but in the tower I have train. In the tower I do have the train. So let's go fight the train, and let's see how this works against an enemy with a lot of parts. So let's see. Alrighty, so this is the team where we're going against the train right now. This is the team. Let's see. We need to see her against enemies with parts. I think if you're fighting her against mobs, it's going to be very hard to time it because you have no control over the time. At least with parts, you can increase the duration, right? So let's, like, if we were to destroy these parts, which we're not doing right now, but if we were, right, we would increase the duration, right? So let me destroy these parts. Okay, we've got to destroy these first. Okay, can we destroy a part at least? Okay, no, we're dead. No, let me redo that and put what's her name? Red Hood there. Let me have Red Hood go first. My game froze. Hello? Alrighty, so this time we put Red Hood first, and we're gonna have Red Hood destroy the parts. Because remember, Sakura doesn't have to destroy the parts. It's anybody on the team, right? I know Red Hood could guaranteed break these parts, right? When we use her burst skill. Bop, bop, and then boom, Red Hood's gonna go Red Hood. Red Hood does what Red Hood does. Right? Destroyed a couple parts there. We can destroy these. I don't think these bombs count as a part, but we could check, right? Because the duration would be increased by a lot. Bloom right now is at 26%. Bloom right now is, okay, so that's this. Okay, or not 26%, 26 seconds. Where is full glory? So full glory is up right now for quite okay. We destroy the parts. There we go. We're destroying parts and all that good stuff. When we break, here we go. Now, what is she at? 5 million, 5.8 million. Okay. Is okay. I figured it out. Okay, we're not gonna break that. But I have my shield. We're good. Oh, we died instantly. We died instantly. We died instantly there. Okay, chat, I figured it out. Right? I literally just figured it out from testing her with mobs and testing her with a boss. Chat. She's really good against bosses with mobs. She's really, really good against bosses with mobs. Because it's as clear as day that you're going to get her highest damage potential from multiple enemies. Right? But in order to keep the duration longer, you need to fight an enemy that has parts, which is a boss. So her best situation would be bosses with mobs. That way you have the boss with the parts and you have the mobs. Does that make sense? Because in train, all it was doing was increasing our damage or our duration, right? Let me go back to this character. When you fought the train there, all the train does is it increases our sustained damage. It increases it by just 4%. And then increases our Sakura pedal, which is quite crazy because that's 1 every second. Well, technically it's 1 every second for 15 seconds, right? I guess it increases the duration, but you want it to be against mobs, right? That's just what it is. All right, y'all. So now I get it. I get it. I get it. That's my mom, y'all. But yeah, no, I think our best case, I am muted. I am not muted no more. But her best case, y'all, is bosses with mobs. And you see that when you're fighting mobs. Wait, it's Rose. Wait, I'm sorry. Before we continue the video, I do want to see, where are the banners for these two? There's Mary and there's Neon. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, no. Really good against bosses with mobs. Individually, is she crazy? Like against a one-on-one boss? I don't necessarily see how. Against overall bosses, because you gotta remember, not every boss has like 8 million parts. So against individual bosses, like it literally depends on what you're fighting. But this sustained team, her, Rosanna, 1,000,000% cooking any boss with mobs. 1 billion, trillion, carillion, whatever you want to say. They're nuking. Let's try scope lock. 10, 10, 10. And let's see. I'm going to have a should you summon for Mary by tonight. I should have had it earlier today, but I went out. I'm sorry. But when you look at her, okay, it's not that many enemies, right? Let's go for the boss. Let's attack the main boss, right? So this one enemy right here is taking quite the damage. But now, look, she's doing damage over time to all these enemies because there's multiple of them. So her damage output looks pretty good when you use it, the burst skill, right? So bosses like, I'm assuming Material H, bosses like Whale, if they introduce a new boss, that's where she's gonna shine, which are the bosses I expect to be with Interception EX. I expect Mother Will and I expect Interception or Material H to be the bosses of Special Interception EX. So this character is not a bad character, but she has that niche. Because look, right now we used her burst skill again. We got all these effects, but now we don't have the flower duration, right? Now we don't have the flower duration because 15 seconds had passed, right? We're in that phase where we have to wait 15 seconds to use her, get this effect again, right? So the point is you're supposed to fight bosses so that you have this up most of the time with the parts when you're using the burst skill. If you're not fighting enemies with parts, you're just gonna be on and off. It's like every other burst skill, then she'll cook. So her first burst skill, she'll cook. Second time she's her burst skill, she probably won't cook. Third time she's her burst skill, she'll cook, right? Because she's still attacking a lot of enemies. But the only thing that's going off right now is this, where she's dealing 35% of final attack and sustained damage. That stacks up to 10 times, 1 every 10 seconds. Right? That's it. That's what you're getting from this. So the whole point is that you kind of want to have these things up. The attack damage buff, you kind of want to have this up. I guess, no, this is technically something different then, right? Because I guess technically nothing is really changing between these two, right? The 35% is on top of this. But this is only ever going to one enemy. This is not going to multiple enemies. The only time it's going to multiple enemies is this. Is this part of her burst skill. Does that make sense? So her burst skill and her second skill is not the same. When you use her burst skill, this part of her skill is going off against like most of the enemies, the 10 enemies or whatever. This is only going to one enemy every other 15 seconds. That's why it looked like when I was looking at it before, if we actually restart, I'm going to go back in there. Pay attention. Pay attention. Chat, I'm going to go back in there. Pay attention. Look at the enemy that has this effect. Who is it? This one. They're taking 100k. The moment we use the burst skill and this is still up, if we do use the burst skill and it's still up, you're going to notice that's going to jump to like, okay, so, okay, wait. Now, did you see? It jumped up to 500k. But then it killed the enemy. So let me fight one boss and I'll show you guys. I'll fight one boss to kind of wrap it up and show you guys. Right? I'll fight one boss that's not like train or whatever to kind of show you how this works. So she's good. Best case scenario boss with mobs. Boss with parts and mobs. So if you take a look, that you see that 100, that 200, look at it, 500k, you can't see it. 500k, 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 look at that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Right? That goes to one enemy. But when you're using her burst skill, final attack gets damage, you're running her with crown, you're running her with litter, you're running her with naga, you're gonna get a high damage output. That's why it showed like 500k, 600k, or whatever it was. Right? It showed it twice. But it's situational if you're not fighting an enemy with parts. Because it's with enemies, okay, so to summarize it, enemies with parts means that you can increase the duration. Enemies without parts means that you literally have to wait every other 15 seconds, meaning you have no control of when said skill is going off if you're not fighting an enemy with parts. At least when fighting an enemy with parts, you can time when you want to break a part or not, right? In a sense. You can time it and like you can go from there. So I would say she's good. I'd say she's a good character. But you see, now we have to wait 15 seconds. We could stop attacking. I'm going to literally stop attacking. I'm not going to attack this enemy no more. After 15 seconds, look, after 15, now it's back. 200k, 200k, 280k, 150k, 150k, 150k. Boom, we use the burst skill. Now look at that shit jump. 500k. Look, 700, that's crazy. Right? That's crazy. So fighting enemies with parts is the key to get her highest damage output. If you're not, then you're just waiting every other 15 seconds to get these damages. Right? So that's how she works. Meaning, I'm going to say right now her best case is bosses with parts and mobs, because that way you're splitting it up to multiple enemies. You're attacking bosses that have parts like Mother Whale so that you can increase the duration, and you still have all this going off. All that damage without attacking is crazy, right? So that's how I would say she works. So in my conclusion right now from the first impression is that she's a good character. Very good against mobs. Pretty good against bosses. If I had to rank him, she's the best against bosses with mobs and parts. Second best against just mobs. And then third best against just enemies or single bosses that have parts. And then fourth is like bosses with no parts. It's just that simple. But she's a pretty good character. You definitely want Rosanna with her because remember, Rosanna increases damage taken. Right? Rosanna, every burst skill increases damage taken. So I would say she's good. I would say she's really good. So you guys let me know what you think. It's just niche. It's a niche character. It's a niche character. But you guys let me know what you think down below in the comments. Obviously in the stream, I'm still going to be live here. But you guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.